Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our Human Mage playthrough here in Retail World of Warcraft. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video and joining me here today. We were saving some kids when last we left off, and we are surrounded by bacon. And there's not really a better way to start than that, now is there? A couple of you guys have asked me how I'm feeling about retail, and the short answer is that I'm feeling surprisingly good about it. I did turn the immersion add-on back on so that if we want to read any of the quests, it will be a little bit easier for me to do that. I do struggle with reading the default font in the default quest box. I don't think they work really well together. I've played on lots of different monitors in my time, different sizes and different types of monitors, and it really has never mattered. It's always been difficult to read the quest text. Usually in my playthroughs I do read a lot of the quests, but this time around I've done BFA a few times. I'm pretty familiar with these quests at this point, so I haven't really been reading them. I've just been enjoying the art and the world and the music, and the button pressing has been really good. And yeah, it's been a good experience. And I would say that if you were a person who was thinking about getting back into the World of Warcraft retail, now is a great time to do that. The community seems to be better than it has been in a long time. The way Blizzard actually respond to feedback and make changes has definitely changed dramatically. Like night and day difference. And yeah, they are pumping out content for Dragonflight, so you get to endgame, whether you are a solo player or a raider or a PvPer, it seems like there's stuff for you to do. I was overwhelmed by how much stuff there was to do once we got the shaman to endgame. It seemed like between dailies, professions, renown, raids, dungeons, it seems like there's just a ton to do. And that's what people want. People want relevant content to do that's fun and engaging, and it seems like they're hitting that mark, so might be the time to put your toes back in. I think once we get into Dragonflight content, I'm going to try to have like what I'm going to call the 500 yards rule. The 500 yards rule dictates that we don't get on our dragon unless we have to travel more than 500 yards. It might not be we'll feel it out, you know what I mean? But I got to a point where like I'm jumping on my dragon to get the 75 yards from here to there. And I don't really want that experience. I want to be able to see the zones a little bit more closely and keep our feet on the ground a little bit more. And so we're going to figure out what yards is like, when do we mount up on the dragon? When do we just walk to the next turn-in or objective or enemy even? We got a rare here, Grosgore. I should have hit him with Ice Lance while he was frozen. Oh, look at that. So that felt good. Not the boar charging us to the face. That probably felt bad. The loot felt good. It's always nice to get some decent loot off a rare that you can actually equip. I need to start using our bubble a little bit more, ice barrier. I should probably be pre-popping it. You guys have also tried to get me to like freeze blink. There's all kinds of stuff that I should be doing to make this a smoother experience that I'm not doing. And it's not the class's fault, it's my fault. What happened Oh yeah, I moved. I moved. I tried to do the shift wheel or the control wheel, and it doesn't. It doesn't do it. So I probably just need to have these out where I can click them. Okay, let's get back and turn these in. If we can avoid fighting everything in the area while we're at it, that would be okay. And we missed. Drustfire is definitely one of my favorite areas in the game for its autumn-like aesthetic. Autumn is my favorite season. And yeah, it's always a joy to be here.
Daddy says I need my sea legs, but I've already got 2 legs.
Right, you're gonna grow fins, man.
Bye.
No one told you that, but that's what's gonna happen.
Stay warm.
Alright, so now we're going in here. And as far as the class stuff, guys, I love the backseat gaming, so throw your tips at me. Keep in mind, you might not see an immediate change in what I do. I usually don't record ahead more than 1 day, but sometimes I'll record a couple days ahead. Sometimes I record on a day and the video just doesn't get out on time, and we're a day or so behind. And then sometimes I read really good advice, and I'm like, that's really good, and then I just fail to act upon it. So I love the advice. Don't be offended if you don't see a change right away. It doesn't mean you're not appreciated, because you definitely are. See, like 500 yards, now we would mount the dragon. Like, this would still be a little skip. Just a little skip, but it would be an okay time to mount the dragon. Between fights, probably not a good time to mount the dragon. Let's see, cryo freeze. While inside ice block, you heal. Okay, that could be good. Reduplication, mirror image's cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds whenever a mirror image dissipates due to direct damage. Reabsorption, you are healed for 5% of your maximum health whenever a mirror image dissipates. Okay. Alter time. Alters the fabric of time, returning you to your current location and health when cast a second time. This seems like a really fun toy to play with. How am I going to play with that? Because that just seems, if I can figure out how to use it, it seems like it could be fun. I'm going to put it here for now, so I press it sometimes. Interesting, so like... Let's say we start this fight. I just want to see how this works. So we mark ourselves here, okay? We come over here. Boom, we're back. Guys, that's freaking cool. I don't know all the implications of that yet, but I'm gonna keep messing with it to see. It's on a minute cooldown, which is incredibly short. Robert, do you know where you're going? No, not really. Yeah, we could probably slide down here and be okay. Here we go. Yeah, I've decided that I want to do some kind of endgame content on this character. I don't know if that's going to be raids, or if it's going to be mythics, or if it's going to be a combination of those things, but I will be looking for a guild. So, if you have a chill guild, and you're on the Storm Rage server where I'm at, I don't know, I'm just saying. If you need a mediocre mage who could get better, and you don't mind you and your guildies showing up on YouTube every once in a while, maybe hit me up on Discord. And guys, pretty soon in 10.1, we're going to have cross-faction guilds, so it won't matter if it's a horde guild, if it's an alliance guild. We're going to get to raid. Can you imagine raiding and doing dungeons with the other faction? It's going to be freaking cool, man. I know some people don't like it, like lore-wise, but oh, I'm so excited. I love it. Yikes. You know, you say that, and I kind of believe you. Dark Release. Sounds naughty.
others will suffer. You are only the first.
The spell has been lifted.
What is going on?
Madness, my friend, madness.
Grim tidings, I fear.
What's going on? How long have I been standing here? A curse? You're saying the whole village was just stuck? I knew there was something terribly wrong with that old crone. It seems Fallhaven owes you a great debt, stranger. By great debt you mean mediocre piece of gear? Okay, sure. We'll sell those.
I must have you to thank. I never thought I would awake from that accursed state. Fallhaven is in your debt, stranger. Please, tell us how we can repay you.
You seek House Waycrest? Oh, your timing could not be worse. I had just received a raven regarding Lord Waycrest's daughter Lucille shortly before this curse came upon us. They apprehended her in Fletcher's Hollow and are taking her to trial. They say she is a witch herself. If she's found guilty, she will surely hang. You must make haste for the hangman's point. With what you've seen here, maybe you can convince them of her innocence.
Beware the witch's curse.
I remember this questline. It's a pretty good one.
Finest wares and coats here is right here. So,
It's really the side stories that don't involve Flynn. I guess maybe do I not like Flynn? I want to like Flynn. I just find him a little bit extra. A little bit too much. For like immersion or believability. Should I equip those? Probably not yet. Sell them. Trinket, sell it. Oh, those are mail. I mean, I could probably sell everything for the most part. The cloak? Oh, we have the heirloom cloak.
Stop by any.
Alright, that should be good enough. Let's grab the flight points, even though we don't really use them very often in BFA. And in a few levels, at level 30, I believe we can unlock flying, so that will make getting around super easy. Not that it's very hard already. Did I forget a quest? I did. I just forgot an entire wanted poster, it looks like. Okay, and that happens right over here, so... Rindlewoe slaying. So I'm assuming maybe he patrols? And he's the only objective we have in this area, so... Let's have a look up and down the river here and see if we can't find him. There he is. He is an elite. We angered somebody else. That was fun, by the way. Sorry, I had to focus a little bit. Yeah, I actually had to focus playing the game. So when people say that retail is easier than classic, that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. I don't think either game is hard, but they are both very different. And they both are challenging in different ways. But by no means is the combat in this game easy right now. There may have been times in the past where it was scaled very differently. But with the current scaling, if you take a character from Exile's Reach and you take them into BFA, if you don't have heirloom gear, you're going to feel really, really weak. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be classic era level of challenge on every pull. I remember that on the Shaman. It was just really tough. For quite a few levels, we struggled to get through. Getting the Shaman through BFA was such a struggle that I dare say that it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth for parts of the leveling experience because I didn't really understand what was going on. And I didn't realize how much we actually needed to get some good gear to level in. And that we weren't being fed enough gear by the quest to take us from Exile's Reach to really being on par with this content. Especially because of the level scaling, you never escape the level that the enemies are at. You know, you never get even a little bit of an edge, and that makes it more challenging.
Fair winds and
Alright, that is done. Do we want to, like, set our Hearthstone here? That could be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that could be good.
No bodged goods here, mate. Finest wares in Kul Tiras right here.
She's still terrified. I don't know what's wrong, but apparently all is not well with her still. Yeah, ideally I'm building towards this point where I can do either raids or mythic stuff twice a week in retail, and then I'm going to try to be doing raiding twice a week in Wrath. Is that a lot of raiding? I mean, I guess. It could be. My guild used to raid 3 days a week during Lich King, and we always cleared everything. We you know, as new raids came out, we always went back and we cleared the older raids, even if that meant taking some new people and taking some alts. Every raid night, or raid week, we'd clear everything that week, so... For a while, you know, it took 3 days of raiding to get through all of the content by the time Ulduar was out. Especially by the time Icecrown came out, it was a lot of raid to get through, but it was good. I love raiding. I would definitely raid 3 days a week if there was content to allow it. I like raiding for 3 hours. Some people raid for 4 hours. I say 4 hours is too long. I think 3 hours with like a 15-minute break in there somewhere.
They blight fall upon the coven.
It's good. Save their bacon. Okay, we will save the bacon.
Even rotten crops
Big bad wolves, 10 hexed howlers slain, and pork chop. So it's just making me hungry. You know, we just had dinner.
Cursed.
Okay, let's get into things here. Definitely gonna aggro this guy. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, he did aggro. That was a misclick. Oh, so, and then when the duration runs out, it automatically teleports you back. Okay, I like that. I was wondering what would happen if we let it tick down. And yeah, at the end of the duration, it just teleports you right back. I have to say also, I'm really digging the Frost Mage. Maybe eventually we'll try out some other specs. I think what I want to do on this character is I want to learn to play whatever the meta is. And that's not something I've ever done in the past. I'm not really like a big numbers guy. I don't really care about maxing the meters. What I do care about is just like doing my best and being comparable to other people in the same role, so... I think playing to the meta will do a couple things. It'll be interesting to me because hopefully over time we get to experiment with different specs and different builds, which is always fun. And yeah, it'll give us the edge in staying competitive, since I'm probably not the best DPS player, since usually in a raid or dungeon I usually tank or heal. So the DPS mindset is a little bit foreign to me. I did some raiding in BFA on a Beast Mastery Hunter. My Nightborn Beast Mastery Hunter that I forgot about until just now. The really cool thing is, with cross-faction guilds, now it's like, if you have Horde and Alliance characters, you can have them all on one server together, and you can play with your friends in the guild on any of those characters. I'm thinking about my Blood Elf Paladin, level 60, Nightborn Hunter, level 60, who could definitely like come over here to Storm Rage once I'm in a guild, and we could have alts. Could have max level alts. We got the Shaman already, you know. The Shaman, it was like so many buttons to press and so many things to track in my mind that I found myself like locked on my action bars, and I just like, as a DPS class, I know that's what's gonna get me killed, is my eyes locking on the action bars. I'm PO'd all these guys, sorry. I'm trying to cut down on the cursing. YouTube doesn't like it. What do we do here? So like, I don't have a shield up. I could blink away. Okay. I could go ice block until we have like a Frost Nova back up. We could just sit in our ice block for a minute. And we're gonna get some things off a cooldown from that. I guess I can do that. Not like a terrible idea. We'll do that. That was pretty good. Lay down a blizzard here. We'll get our armor back up. I have a hard time making myself just do the hard cast on Frostbolt when they're that low, but I probably need to because it feels like that's what they need. They need a good old Frostbolt to the face, maybe then followed by an Ice Lance. There's a quest in here that I just didn't see or wasn't paying attention to. The glassy eyes of the pig fetish seem to follow you as you approach. The dark power emanating from the witch's fetish must be what is keeping the workers transformed. Perhaps Thomas Soughton might have some idea what to do with it. Not sure why he would, but okay, maybe. We're just an undersecretary to the Alliance, so he probably has more experience with this sort of thing than we do, having been born here and raised here, supposedly.
Don't get many travellers here.
Even rotten crops we grow, may blight fall upon the coven.
Mainlander, eh?
Removing it didn't break the curse? Damn, we'll have to try something else.
This land is cursed.
That foul thing has to be what's keeping my men transformed into pigs. Well, there isn't too much that can withstand a good cleansing fire. I say we burn it. Toss it into the campfire. This could go one way or another. I don't know. I don't remember what happens here, but it's probably not good. Hey. Okay. Something happened.
And all my mind. Don't get many
You did it. The spell is broken and my men are back to normal. This is what they're like normally? Well, mostly. They're alive at least. Now we can get back to normal around here. If you see Elijah in... Alright, Elijah? In Fallhaven, tell him he'll get his sausages soon. Oh, I bet he will.
Even rotten crops we grow.
And now we're heading far, far to the south. We don't have the flight point there, but would going back to Fallhaven be a quicker journey? Probably not. Would swimming across the water be a quicker journey? Yes, if I had a water mount, which I don't. I don't think I have any water mounts. That being said, what we do have is Blink. I feel like we can just go for a little swim. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't know if it's going to save us any time necessarily. Yes, that was the wrong button to hit there. Yep, those keys are close together. Press the button that teleports you backwards, Robert. Good job. Alright, let's mount up. Oh wait, we are in combat. With an angry Saralisk. Well, that was just not... That didn't work, guys. It just didn't work. You can't go in frost blazing all the time and expect to live. I love that the graveyards are close. Like, I am never upset when I die, because I know it's going to be a spirit run, but it's going to be a short one. Just long enough to decide that maybe we don't want to do that again. Oh, look, is someone fighting them? Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh no, it's the NPC fighting them. The NPC kept them in combat for us? Is that possible? How does that work? I need these guys to die, but I feel like none of my spells are hitting them. I feel like they're all going towards the Matriarch. Yeah, so here, I mean, I could pop a Frost Nova. Our shield's back up. Okay, we got it. It took forever, and it was not easy, but we got it. And we got a back that would be an upgrade. I'm gonna equip it for Transmog because I doubt I have it. And then we need to eat because we are out of HP. Because retail is not easy. It is fun though. I will say that. It is fun. If you find the right class. Now, that being said, I was not enjoying my experience on the Evoker at all. Because I am not a smart enough person to learn that class from level 60 or whatever up. If I played that class from level 1, then I could probably get a handle on it, you know. So they're accusing her of witchcraft, and we are going to try to prove that she's not a witch.
Constable! A stranger approaches!
Keep your...
Oh, how I... Constable Framer!
This guy just wants to fight it out and free her, but we are going to convince him that we're going to handle it a different way.
Crest stands accused of witchcraft. We will not turn her over unless she is absolved of this crime.
There is no time to argue.
Let's see. Cold Snap is probably a must. Bone Chilling. Whenever you attempt to chill a target, you gain Bone Chilling, increasing spell damage by... Oh, that's amazing. I want that now? Can I have that now? Cold Snap, I probably should take Cold Snap though. That's going to reset the cooldowns of Ice Barrier, Frost Nova, so we need this for when we get into those situations that they're hard to get out of. But where do I want to put this? I'm running out of like pressable buttons that are comfortable to press. That's the only problem with this class right now, is like I have a lot of buttons that I need to be pressing at like all times. Oh, we did die, so we need to re-up our intellect here. freezing a bird in midair and having them maintain flight. There's nothing more fun than that. I'd love to see them just drop out of the air. That would be cool. I'm sure it would be hard to manage it, but it would be cool. They drop out of the air when they die, so there's a way to do it, right? That was not the button I wanted.
We must act with haste. We must remain. You've bought us some time, Mainlander. Let's just hope that these villagers truly mean no harm to the Lady Waycrest. Constable, you may continue this trial.
At last, let's get on with it. Has Miss Waycrest determined how she wishes to be tested?
She has, but we have to get the flight point really quick.
New bodge goods here, mate.
How many cloaks are they going to give us, do you think? A lot of
Appreciate your
cloaks is the right
patronage.
answer.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine. This land is cursed.
This land is cursed.
Even rotten crops we grow.
So now we're going to do things to help put her through a series of insane tests to prove that she's not actually a witch.
Greetings, Outlander. A steady tiller prevails. Glory to House Waycrest. Fair winds and following seas.
Don't get many travelers here. May blight fall upon the coven.
I bet if we come over here, there will be a quest for these quill rats, because there's lots of quill rats and there's no quest. Yeah, you have to have a quill rat quest.
You mind your business.
There it is,
and I'll
6
mind mine.
territorial quill
Even
rats.
rotten crops regrow.
I knew it. Oh, part of her coding is to fight the boars because of... or the boars. I'm gonna keep calling them boars. Part of her coding is to fight the quill rats because she has the quest for them. There we go. That's all she had for us. What am I looking for here? Just a chance to pull out a juicy onion, I guess. Nice and juicy. There we go. Knowing that Blizzard has a chance to freeze them in place makes it a lot more appealing on big groups to open up with Blizzard from a distance, which is something that I had not really considered doing. Okay. It seems pretty active here. Lots of people leveling. Enough to make these guys a little bit scarce at the moment. Does slash who work anymore? I feel like slash who doesn't even really... Yeah. Slash who does not work for reasons that somebody explained to me. It's about the sharding, how like you're seeing people from other servers sometimes, and the phasing. So that, yeah, you can't really rely on slash who to show you who's actually playing in the zone that you can see like you used to be able to do. Technology, making things harder to understand. See, we clearly have another person. Oh, it could be the level range too, right? If I check his level, well, yeah, this dude's level 70, so that makes sense too. We need a couple more, but we're just not seeing them. There we go. Got some respawns coming back in.
Hail, traveller. The Coven will pay for their atrocities. Fair winds and following seas. Glory.
Are you quite finished? I'm becoming impatient. Finally, the trial can commence. As is customary, the Lady Waycrest has chosen the tests she will undergo to prove her innocence of the accused's crime of witchcraft. She has selected this mainlander to administer the tests. An unusual choice, but as a show of good faith, I will allow it. The first test will be the shedding of tears. Let it be known that Miss Waycrest shed not one tear during this entire process. Is the accused even capable of weeping? Show us, that we may pass our judgment.
Go ahead, Mainlander. Show them.
She's crying? Witches can't do that, can they?
Calm down, calm down! There may still be trickery afoot. We will continue with the trial. The second test will be the stinging of insects. It is well known that even the voracious bloodfly will not taste of a witch's vile blood. Release the flies, then watch as they scatter from her bewitched flesh.
Don't worry about me. I can handle a few bug bites. Ow! Oh! Oh! That stings!
The bugs don't seem to be avoiding her. If anything, they're biting more than usual.
Interesting, but hardly conclusive. Let us move on to the final test, the purging of the viscera. It is well known that a witch's power is fueled not by food, but by consuming the souls of her victims. Her insides are an empty husk. Are you prepared to prove otherwise, Miss Waycrest?
Indeed, I shall. The venom, Mainlander. Oh, I don't feel so...
She got sick! That's impossible! Maybe she's not a witch after all. But what of our village?
Quiet! I will be the one passing judgment here! I remain unconvinced. This still does not explain the happenings at Fletcher's Hollow.
Oh, we know what happened. You could have just asked us.
After all I just went through.
Tests or no, you will only be absolved once we uncover the truth of
Wow.
what happened to our village.
What a jerk.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mainlander, but I may have to ask another favor. Keep your sails true.
That's a good upgrade for our gloves that we've had since level 7.
A steady tiller prevails. Fair winds and following seas.
There is a quest here that I kind of want to check out. Okay, we've pulled every single bird. That was not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted either. He's like ensorcelled or something? Huh. I don't think I've ever done this quest before. Is it just me, or is my ice lance directionally targeting enemies? Is it just me, or is that happening? I don't know, maybe I'm losing my mind. Well, we've already got 10 out of the 15 meat. I guess they're dropping quite a bit of meat per kill. I thought we were going to go old school and have to fight 15 of them. Apparently that's not happening. You saw some of them hit this guy and some of them hit that one, right? There's some, like, interesting, realistic line of sight aiming going on with this ability. Another quest. The fishing rod must have been left behind when Art moved from the beach. Most of them seem to have bites. So now we're collecting those. And there's level 28. Perfect. I don't want it to change. I kind of liked how it was guiding us before a little bit, giving us little suggestions, but doesn't seem like it's doing that now. Barriers heal you for the amount they absorb could be really good. Let's just take that one. That sounds awesome for leveling up. Just some passive healing. Can't go wrong with that. Well, you could go wrong, but I think for now it's okay.
Welcome to Fletcher's Hollow, Mainlander. Sorry for the mess, but we've got a bit of a witch problem on our hands. Unless you plan on helping out, I suggest you move along.
You're looking for help to solve this curse? Well, that's good to hear. We can surely use all the help we can get. I'm happy to help you get to the bottom of this. First things first, though, we need to save some of our villagers. Care to lend a hand?
The only good witch is a dead witch.
These things seem intent on capturing our people, but we're not quite sure what for. The ones in town might be too tough to reach right now, but we might be able to save some of the woodsmen who work along the strand. Head to the lumber fields just east of here and see if there's anyone still alive out there. We can shelter them here until we can arrange safe passage out of here.
You hear that, boys? The Mainlander's gonna help us take our town back.
That's right.
You brought an army in that pack of yours.
I got lots of stuff in the pack, but not an army, unfortunately. Guys, I think this is going to be a great spot for us to take a little bit of a break for now. Next time, we will pick things up right here. Do I have a flight point close? Nah, not really. We don't really have an inn either. So maybe I'll just hearth and make the run tomorrow. Either way, thank you guys very much for joining me. I am having a lot of fun on this mage. Looking forward to getting it into Dragonflight and to max level. Thank you guys for being here for it. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.